What is going on, guys? Your boy here back with another video. Thank you guys so much for checking me out. I appreciate all the support. The channel's doing really well. Sorry if I look sweaty or if it's kind of dark. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I am just sweating in here. It feels like it's 80 degrees. I don't know why. It's like 5 a.m., isn't it? 5:30. But yeah, I would like to tell you guys some new ways I've thought about saving time and money. Um, I kind of just get into it because I'm not really good with like introductions. I just like to get to it. So the first thing I'm doing, I'm switching to Mint Mobile. Um, I am gonna use this affiliate link of this guy. Let me see what his name was again. Beat the Bush. Um, he's I really like a lot of these financial guys, especially a lot of these frugal guys. I think they have a lot of good information. He's one of them. I have a lot of others ones, but I mean, I'm not going to get into all that. But either way, um, I'm going to switch to Mint Mobile because currently I'm paying $58 per month for my phone bill, and for most people, that's pretty cheap. Um, that's pretty cheap for me too. I was used to paying like 40, but then at the same time, I had a phone bill as high as $76. So thank God, well, not thank God, but the guy at the Boost Mobile store, he's the one who talked me into getting this iPhone, for $200, he said. And then, I don't have to pay for that anymore. So that was pretty cool. And I said I needed something for a little bit more secure, actually a lot of it. And it does more, so I'm really thankful for it. But yeah, I'm gonna be switching to Mint Mobile. That's gonna save me $43 per month, which is like what, it's $500 a year. Um, for most people, you know what's so funny? People always laugh at me and say I'm so frugal or like I'm a cheapskate. That's people don't say I'm frugal, they think I'm a cheapskate. And like honestly, I kind of brag about being a cheapskate because it's like, I don't know, I like free stuff, you know? Well, it's not that I like free stuff, but really what I really value is my free time. And in this world, that basically is money. So money buys you time, and I don't like to spend any of my money because that's spending time. Because now I gotta work hard, I gotta get taxed, and then I gotta do all these things. So I'm trying to figure out a way where I don't have to really spend any money. And definitely the Mint Mobile thing is gonna save me a good bit of money. Some of the other ways I plan on saving money in the future are a little bit more difficult, but they're still in the works nonetheless. Um, the other one was lowering my electric bill. So my electric bill is $60 a month, which for most people, um, I would imagine is pretty low because people have like utility bills and stuff, and I've heard those being like $150, $100, something like that. So I would say I'm still on the low end of things, but I still plan to. I'm just gonna unplug everything. I don't know why. Maybe I feel like being frugal is like an act of rebellion. Just because it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's almost like I can fight back and they can no longer like just steal money from me, so I feel a little bit more empowered, and maybe I'm just addicted to that. But either way, I'm gonna be unplugging things, um, like my Xbox. Hilariously enough, I have two of them. I'm gonna start unplugging that. I won't unplug the Wi-Fi, but I'm gonna unplug most things when I'm not using them. The microwave, the toaster, just different stuff, and I want to really see how low I can get my bill. So that's one way, and that's really just saving money. But as far as saving time, now I only go to the gas station to fill up my tank. Let me just close this real quick. But I I only do it like once a week, and I fill it up because I don't want to be bothered during the week to fill up my tank when I'm maybe tired, or I don't ever want to have to be in a place where I have to get up for work and then I gotta hurry up and get gas, you know? And I feel like this is also kind of like a roundabout way, but I'm staying away from well, I already mentioned this in my other video, but I'm no longer using my credit cards, at least currently. I think there's a time and place for that because I do have a decent available balance and I could utilize this. But firstly, um, I'm gonna get these little things paid off within a month just so I can keep like, I wanna be 100% positive cash flow, where I mostly cash flow, like my net worth is in the positives, but you know, I just want to get like, I actually just paid off one of my credit cards. I'd already lowered it. It's not anything absurd. What was left on it was like $500, and I just paid it off, and that felt good. You know, it felt like, now I don't have to. This was another thing too. The guy was talking about like all these different systems. Now you're like, you worked into it, and you have to like, now you got to create a password. Now you got to log in, and it's just all this time wasting on this BS that doesn't matter. So I'm really trying to cut out everything. As far as food, I'm gonna make a big meal before work, and I'm gonna eat, and then I'm still gonna have a whole nother meal for when I go to work. So it's gonna cut out a lot of the buying of stuff. But basically, I'm just on a mission to be frugal and to cut my bills down to literally nothing. Like, I wrote on a piece of paper, I was like, what do I really spend my money on? It's like gas, food, a couple things here and there. But I already don't really spend my money, so it's like the only thing I could do is lower my bills. Now, I will be transparent. I do have a car payment and I do have insurance. I have full coverage. I'm not sure how I want to approach this. I did get a favorable rate because I have good credit, or at least I had better credit at the time. I mean, well, my credit's decent. I don't know what you consider decent, but either way, I do have that, and I do plan to pay that off completely. I'm just like, I'm more worried about like, I guess, smaller things that are slowing me down, you know? So I will eventually obviously get to that, but like, I'm not as pressed, you know? That's not really bothering me currently, you know? And then when it's time, I can just pay it off. But I'm just looking for ways to like improve my life and make things easier. I don't know if I told you this, guys, either. Recently, I started just only really wearing t-shirts. Not really. This is like the only one that has a logo on it now, but just to save myself the time, so I go in the closet and I'm just like, oh, do I want a t-shirt? I'm just trying to make things easier for myself. I also only use paper plates because the dishes build up on me, and then I get bogged down and I'm like, oh, I gotta do dishes, and I don't want any of that trouble. Paper plates, then throw it away. Well, what else did I do? I don't know, I'm just trying to minimize the hassle. You know, a lot of the times, like, I keep my bank account pretty empty just because I keep it all in Bitcoin. And not that I mean, I still have like all of it in Bitcoin, but now I have some money in my accounts just so that like, I don't even have to look, you know? I don't have to look at my accounts. I just, you know, do whatever and I can move on. And it's just like, I'm just trying to make this exhausting life easier. I'm not perfect. I feel like people, I don't understand people, you know? People really believe, right? Like, that like people in finance are perfect, you know? Like, or not even just that, like people take stuff so seriously. It's like, I just look for good information. If this person is saying something that's worth listening to, I'm gonna listen to them. I'm not really hung up about like certifications or if this person should be speaking on like, I don't know, like, like I do understand why people would want somebody with the background, but I feel like people are so obsessed with like trying to be right that they end up just being wrong. It's like before all that, is this person offering you good information? And if so, you should at least take something. And also, I wouldn't trust anybody like 100%. I feel like that's why a lot of people got screwed over just a lot in crypto. Like you can, I believe in people, but I'm not gonna like 100% believe everything. Like you got to take everything with a grain of salt. And maybe some individuals you can still learn from. It just may not be, you may not agree with me, or you may not agree with everybody. It's like, that's not really a bad thing. We're just out of, like, I wouldn't, I feel like it'd be weird if someone 100% agree with everything I said. Like, I'm only up for the discussion, but I'm just on a path to be frugal. I am still a person, and I'm just looking to be free like everybody else. It's like, I feel like people are so hung up in, I don't know. I think people want to be right, but there's just no need for all that. Like, you can be right and I can also be right. It's just so much division. But hey, that's life. I've still got to be frugal, right? See you guys next video, man. Peace.